Welcome back, little Nomi friends. My name, of course, is Over the Potato. This is Little Big Workshop. That's right, indeed it is. And before we properly get right on into the episode, I do want to talk about something which has now come to my attention. I was bemoaning the fact that I had to go through all of the different production nodes, each of the different node, and link it to the individual workstation. I don't know why I'm looking at a bicycle here. It was what was in the blueprint. But anyway, what you can actually do is hold Shift and click on all of the, well, for example, all of the assembly nodes right over here. Select all of the assembly nodes, right-click on one of the nodes, and link to, for example, that there billboard, and that is that. And now every single assembly node, or every single node that I've clicked on, is linked up to the workstation and or billboard of my choosing. So that's pretty darn cool, and I'm excited to use that in my workflow. That's right. It was the developer, actually, that made me aware. They commented on my video. How cool is that? That's pretty darn good. I feel pretty darn special. Anyway, let's get back to business. Where are we? What are we doing? What is the aim of the day? What is the mission? Okay, first things first. We need to finish up with skis. I want to sort of clear the books. Let's start afresh. Well, not obviously start afresh, but we'll clear the books. We'll make sure that we've got a good running start with which to attempt the next couple of missions. Of course, we're still trying to achieve the champion milestone. Delivering 800 products is, I mean, it's a big number, but we're gonna get there eventually. Especially if we just sort of get through all of the sort of, I don't know, entry level stuff, the basic level stuff. We'll manage to do that, no problems whatsoever. Complete the ultimate challenge for at least 2 clients. Yep, we're also working towards that. We're making sure that Crazy Steve is more than just a friend, if you know what I mean. He's gonna be trusted. He's gonna be a trusted friend, a trusted fellow. I don't know. Anyway, so that's another thing that we need to do. Have a higher net worth and average revenue than Nemesis Inc. As I have previously discussed, that is going to be the most challenging. That is going to be the most challenging mission here. I mean, net worth of Nemesis Inc. is substantial, but we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it together. We're gonna get there. Yeah, so we're just letting things sort of chunk away in the background. No need to rush things. But yes, what I want to do in today's episode is, well, twofold. Obviously, achieve all of the champion objectives. Keep on pumping out some very, very high quality product at my workshop. But more than that, I do actually want to expand the site of the factory at the moment. Now, we do have this currently unused area over here. I can get rid of that tree. I can sell that tree. That's a wide tree for 1,200 bucks. But I did buy that tree, actually, as I'm immediately remembering. So I don't really want to do that. Anyway, going back to plots, I'm thinking that we could quite easily pick up this here plot over here. It's only going to cost me 6,500 gnome bucks or whatever. That in itself is not too much. The reason that I'm thinking of doing this is twofold. Firstly, I want to redo the assembly hall. I've had a little idea on how I can sort of optimize the flow of products going through the assembly hall, and that's certainly what I'm going to try and do. Skis, you know what? Just get rid of that. We'll keep the skis around for a while. No need to worry about that at the present. Tables. Did I want to get rid of tables? You know, I'll just get rid of tables. Sure, the price isn't actually going to get any better, so let's deliver as many tables as we possibly can at this moment in time, and then we will send off a couple more tables as soon as the market refreshes once again. Anyway, yes, so I'm thinking that we buy this area, we extend out the assembly hall as it currently stands, make it maybe sort of a bit more oblong rather than square, because that is what I envision an assembly hall to be. And also, I'm thinking that maybe at long last, we try and get ourselves a second loading bay. It's all very well that we have a single loading bay at the moment, but I want to have an import loading bay, and I want to have an export loading bay. And that is going to really help with sort of product delivery and product timescales, because if you'll remember in the last episode, I think it was, we had a order that Crazy Steve needed to pick up, and because Crazy Steve was just loading the van himself, it took him a heck of a long time to load the van, and therefore we managed to get a few extra crucial minutes to finish up whatever the product we were building. I can't even recall. It doesn't particularly matter. The granny phone, I mean, we've dealt with the granny phone before, and so I'm sure it won't be too much hassle to just queue it up again. Yep, that's all queued up. Just wanted to make sure everything's fine. Great. Let's get the granny phone done immediately. Cool. Skis are almost done as well. Great. Box spots. I'm really not entirely sure what to do with the robot area. I feel like the robot hall as it currently is, it needs more stuff. It needs more stuff. It needs more commitment. Also, I need to assign more workers to this loading bay because we're just not having any luck getting the products or getting the resources that we need in order to make the granny phone in. So let's get that done first. Cool, get the tables away. Tables can now be sold again. There we go. We've got 14 new units that we can deliver, or we're only going to be able to deliver 2. That's fine. Let's get that truck. All right, cool. Grand. I mean, what kind of worries me now is that we've got so many people employed that I'm not actually convinced we're going to be able to maintain jobs for all of them. That's the difficult bit. Let's turn that off overdrive mode. It's no longer required. Technicians should be fixing up all of the broken stuff over time, so that's good. You're on fire, and that was broken. That's a pretty important bit of tech. All right, Crazy Steve Enterprises. Oh ho! Crazy Steve, my man with a plan. What a guy. Okay, let's sell these car engines before they go down in price too much. Excuse me? Uh-oh. This is it. This is the ultimate... I think this is the ultimate mission. This is the special contract that we've been after. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's not that much money, but, I mean, it's not bad, I guess. 49 grand? Sure. I mean, for a barbecue, I mean, I can do that. That's easy peasy. Plastic barbecue. Let's try making a plastic barbecue just to see if I can actually make it happen. Also, we've now unlocked premium materials, which means that it should be slightly easier to make stuff out of wood if we actually want to. Aluminum. What the heck is aluminum? All right. Okay, this is going to be the most hideous barbecue in the entire world. However, I will be the one making it. Crazy Steve is going to be the one buying it from me. So I get to choose. Sorry, Steve, you're out of luck. I know you're a trusted friend, but in this instance, you know, you just get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Sure. Good. And good. All right. Is that literally it? Is that it? Is that all we require? Is that all we're required to do for our sort of expert level mission? We've got 4 days to do it. Let's have a look at car engines once again. What are the price of car engines? The price of car engines will go up. They will go up next market cycle. So maybe that makes a compelling argument to hold on to these, at least for now. But I mean, obviously, the good thing about getting rid of them is that we don't have to worry about keeping them in the export zone. All right. You know what we're going to do? We're going to proceed with the expansion. I don't want to hold on to too much money for too long. Let's get this junk out of the way. It also unlocks that plot over there, which is ridiculously cheap, actually. 12 grand. Did I just see? Yeah, 12 grand for that. 29 grand for that. 19. I don't know the price of that yet. Okay. That's cool. That's very, very cool. So, how many R&D points do I need to get the extra loading bay? That is 3. And we can totally do that. It looks like we got an extra R&D point by leveling up relationships, or leveling up our relationship with Steve, I think. All right, that's pretty darn nice. I mean, I think we want to do that, to be honest. Anti-slip boots, no, not interested. Direct marketing. I was hoping that I would be able to make a little bit more progress. Come on. What am I doing? I was hoping that I'd be able to make a little bit more progress towards longer deadlines and maybe even turbo overdrive mode and also Uber workstations. All of this stuff I want to get done. I just want to do it all. But for now, I mean, getting an extra loading bay would actually help. So let's do that. Let's get that done. Right now, cool. I also want to try and get a bunch of workers upgraded so that they're not all non-specialists. The more specialists that we have, the better, really. Idle operators and idle workstations. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I may hire some more people. I mean, at the moment, I think, yeah, we're 36 out of 50 workers. So we're not in a super bad place in terms of anything, really. But it could and it will be better. Okay, first of all, let's get this building expanded. So, what I'm thinking is I like the current size. I like the current footprint of this room. It's pretty darn good. This room is woeful. This room needs to change, and it will. This is going to be a better break room. In fact, we might even need to get another break room. So that's cool. Let's stick that in there. Let's move this out that way, maybe. That seems pretty reasonable. See if we can get a loading bay in here. Yeah, get a loading bay in. Get a loading bay in right over there. Let's move it as far across as we possibly can, I guess. Sure. Stick that in there. I have no idea what the cost of that is. 5 grand. All right. That's a pretty big ask. Okay. Can I expand this just a smidgen more? I mean, this in itself is going to be an absolutely gargantuan construction. Probably the biggest construction ever in the history of constructions. No, that's probably a significant exaggeration. I'm almost certain that we've done bigger, actually. Hold on. Just cancel all of this. Cancel all of this. Okay, firstly, let's start with a loading bay. Makes it a heck of a lot easier. That goes over there. Grand. Simple as that. Next, let's get this. That looks pretty decent. I'm actually going to come back just a little bit because there might be an issue with the door. And let's get the bulldozer in. And delete that. Okay, so that is going to cost me 11 grand. That makes me apprehensive. Very, very apprehensive, actually. Very, very, very apprehensive. The reason that it makes me apprehensive is at the moment, my finances are in a pretty darn good place, I think. 26 grand is not too bad. But this is quite an expensive few things to order. You know what? I'm going to throw caution to the wind, and I'm going to go and do it. I'm not proud of that decision, but it's a forward-thinking, important decision. And you know what? Worst comes to worst, I can always sell the engines. That's totally fine. Okay, let's stick it in 2x speed and see what my little gnomes get up to. What is the happiness of this room? -35. And it's a huge room. Right. I don't know where the boundary is for a huge room, but we've seemingly hit it. That will need to be fixed. That will absolutely need to be fixed. But I kind of like having a large assembly hall. There's something about it that just feels right, you know? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see how things go. Granny phone. I need to get the granny phone as well into production pretty darn soon. Best friend. Best friend. Best friend. Crazy Steve. Lovely. Okay. Also, I really need to work on my biceps and bros and biceps, actually. In fact, I need to work on all of the other clients. I've not even regarded them slightly. I've not even addressed their concerns. I've not done any of their products. I did one bike, if you'll recall, ages and ages and ages ago, when that was complicated. But now, not so much. Okay. Come on, let's get this done. And can I set this as allow all? No, I'd like to allow export only, and I'd allow import only. There we go. That's exactly it. That is exactly it. We need to have this set to import only because it's right in the center of the factory, and therefore can supply the resources to each and every area as required, which is very, very nice. Yeah, how can I increase my robot production? Can I just make more assembly benches? Is that literally it? Do I hire more people? I've got 5 idle workstations, 6 idle haulers, and 2 idle operators. Okay. I mean, we need to find jobs for everyone, obviously. Okay, minicar engine. Can we survive until the next cycle before selling these things off? I think we can, you know. I think we can. I think we might just survive. We might just get there. The portable fireplace is coming along with great gusto, actually. In fact, it's happening very, very quickly. Still not sure about the size of this room. I might go back and change it. I might make it smaller. But I kind of don't want to. I kind of like a large assembly hall. You know what? If I'm not going to make it any smaller, what we could do is we could just whap an arcade machine down into this room. Let me have a little look at the overlay. Decorations. Yep. That will sort this room right out. Do we have an arcade machine in already? No, we do not. We only have a thing of flowers. That's literally it, right? Yeah, wow. Okay. Sure. I'll take that. For 900 gnome bucks, it's a pretty darn good deal, if I do say so myself. There we go. Now every room is back to max happiness. Fantastic. All right, wonderful. Are we actually using this assembly station for anything? No, I don't think we are. Tell you what, I want to move it. I want to move it over here. Now, hopefully, you're going to start to see the design emerge. I don't want to sort of push things too hard at the moment, given that we've got 2, well, fairly important contracts. Well, one very important contract and one less important contract. But yeah, this is what I'm going to do. Haulers are going to play a much larger role, which is quite exciting. Okay. Let me see. Will that work? Can we maybe try and get 3 tables abreast? Oh, no. So close to being perfect. That's not a problem. Let's get that there. Sure. Get that in there. This is going to be moved. Let's get this moved out to the side. Grand. This moved out to the side as well. I'm just, by the way, I'm totally guessing. I'm not actually sure that this is going to be the best layout for our assembly room, but you know, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see what happens. Okay, I'm not super over the moon at how much time everyone is taking to assemble these assembly stations, but that's okay. And let's get this one moved finally. Oh, I'm going to need to move this arcade cabinet, am I? Ridiculous. Okay, move that right up to the corner. Nobody's that bothered about it. And also, let me stick in a door right up there. Perfect. Great. Right, get that moved, and then get this moved. Okay, now, you might be thinking, hey, Orbital Potato, what the heck are you doing? You got a ridiculous space right in the middle here. What the heck is going to go right over here? Well, it's funny that you should ask. It's funny that you should ask. I'm thinking we either put the export zone. The export zone needs to go either in the center or up at the top along here or somewhere. And I think that's probably the best case scenario. Thing is can haulers take resources from stockpiles to stations? If that's the case, then that makes things very much easier. Right, I'm going to try moving this. I don't think they can. See, I think it's only operators that can take the resources from the storage pile to the station. Okay. Does that work? Does that work a little bit better? I mean, this is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty darn good, I would say. We've got 7 idle haulers and a bunch of people who are not doing their jobs. Why is no one working? Idle haulers and idle operators? I mean, we should have operators working over here at all of the assembly stations, shouldn't we? I also want to get some more assembly specialists. I feel like we really don't have anywhere near the number of specialists that I'd like to have. Okay. Yeah, get that assembled. Great. Granny phones. Cool. Alright. Any better? Is this working? Is this working any better? I think it is. I think it will be. I don't know if it is at the moment, but I think it feels like it's working better. Okay, so the haulers, yeah, the haulers drop off at this point, and then the assembly specialists will be the ones to operate the assembly machines. Great. That's fine. That seems to be working. I'm pretty happy with that. What do you want, Mr. Nemesis? Is it a big little dork shop? Dude, this guy has no chill. No chill whatsoever. Okay. But that's okay. I'm reforming things. Things are looking A-okay, apart from my finances, which are looking B-okay. Maybe C-okay. But once the portable fireplaces are done, we should be totally fine. And as I say, after that, let's just try and clear the decks. Okay. Yeah, this process needs some serious throughput. Yeah. Plastic rods. I mean, do we even have enough space on these shelves? Are these shelves, like, fully stocked? Is that what the problem is? Do I actually need more shelves? You know all of those shelves that I completely ditched? You know, I used to have 6 shelves here. Like, 3 on each side. Is that maybe the completely wrong approach? Alright, I guess we're gonna have to redo robots. No, they'll definitely redo the robot area, that's for sure. Okay. Nice. Granny phones, fireplaces. One more fireplace to assemble, and that's it. And a couple more granny phones. That's also it. You are resource exports. I'm going to leave export only as 0 people. So I don't want any workers assisting with the exporting. There we go. Steve, you can come and pick up your stuff. That's great. Uh-oh. Buy more loading bays to be able to receive. Fine. What's going on? Okay. Increase the number of workers. Will that make any difference? Apparently so. Steve is not happy. Not happy to load his own truck on this occasion. That's very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Alright, well that's not a problem. Fireplaces are out of here. Uh-oh. Mold infection. Where's the mold? Where is the mold? I see it. I've spotted it. Let's get it down. Let's get this sorted. Alright, portable fireplaces. That is a nice little cash bonus. Very, very happy about that. Mini car engines. Let's get these things sold. It's not gonna get any better for us. It's all downhill from here, isn't it? I believe so. Okay, let's get those done and dusted. Okay, there's multiple mold infestations. Okay. Oh, this was a massive pain, this room, last time. Are there any other rooms that I need to treat also? Right, disassemble that table. I want to redo robots. That's cool. This is looking much nicer now. Pretty happy about this. That's great. Looking good. Let's try and just bring this in by, like, a tiny little bit. I know that it might not do much, but we'll see. Also, this currently being the export zone, that is almost certainly going to change. I want to constrict this and make sure that it works somewhat similarly to this area over there. Okay, let's move the mold machine now. Grand. Don't expand, mold, please. Don't go anywhere. Okay. And I need to redo robots as well, because otherwise we're gonna have problems. Okay, mold. Where did mold escape to? Did mold escape to anywhere? Oh, there's a tiny, tiny little bit in this room. Alright, let's get that done. And now we've got loads and loads of people that are very, very idle. Also, that was the ultimate challenge. That was the ultimate challenge for Steve. As it turns out, Steve's ultimate challenge wasn't actually that difficult. And I think that that is why the payment was less than, well, interesting. The Swikia payment was absolutely bonkers, so yeah. That is a lot of money. Steve, I will take that. Given that we've got a metalworking workshop, I also feel like I need to redo the metalworking workshop. I don't know why, but I feel like I have to. Sure. Make a plastic handle. Sure. Oh, goodness gracious me. This is quite complicated. Okay. Can I make just plastic handles across the board? Just as many plastic parts as I possibly can so that I can relieve some of the strain on the metalworking workshop. Sure. And sure. Okay, I've never really made a king barbecue before, but this is pretty cool, I guess. Let's do this. Okay, cheapest resources, the absolute minimum required, please. There we go. Oh, nice. Is that mahogany? What is that? Mahogany. All right. Mahogany. I'll take that any day of the week. Fantastic. Okay. Once again, Steve, I don't know why Steve is still buying this, because, I mean, I am selling him absolute junk. Look at that. Would you buy a barbecue like that? Let me know. Let me know if you would actually buy a barbecue that looks like that, because I certainly wouldn't. I'm no barbecue buying expert, but I would definitely not buy a barbecue that looks like that. Okay, assembly now all needs to be done in this room. However, I'm gonna change things up here, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about that once we sort of progress, because I actually want to split the assembly room up into two different sort of assembly rooms, if that makes sense, or at least if it isn't the same. Do I not have a bending machine? Do I not have a bending machine? No, I had a bending machine, didn't I? Do I not have a metal bend? What? Okay. I thought I totally had a metal bending machine. I was certainly under the impression that I had literally every machine that was known to man. Well, not quite, actually. I don't have some of the super advanced high-tech metalworking machines. I know that. But I'm working on it. Okay, let's link all of these things together. Great. And bish bash bosh. Simple as that. That goes in there. Nice, easy bit of wood cutting. Fantastic. Glue station. Yep. And that. Cool. Is that absolutely everything? I think there is. Oh yeah, just that one little bit. Okay. Let me see if I can buy a bending machine. Metal bender. Yeah, I thought I had a metal bender. I thought I did, but apparently not. All right, well, get it placed there, get it ordered, and then let's go in and make sure that we can bend metal effectively. Sure. Okay, let's get the King barbecues ordered. I think that is. I mean, it's still a little bit durable. It's still a little bit durable. I mean, is there any way that I can maybe cut corners even further? Not unless I sort of change a resource from metal to plastic. Ah, whatever. You know what? Might not be the most efficient, but it's fine. Anyway, the point that I was trying to make earlier is that I, at the moment, have one very, very large assembly hall. But, hear me out, folks. Hear me out. This is what I want to do. I want to have another... Hold on, is that even? Yeah, that's even. Okay, cool. I want to have another set of assembly... You know, I could just do it back to back. Does that actually work? Is that a more space-efficient setup? I think it actually is. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and then let's turn this around. I'm going to keep a little bit of space right there in case we need to... stick in another wall, because I'm almost certain that I want to split this room in two. Just makes it a heck of a lot easier to make happy. Anyway, let's get those tables ordered. And let's also get ourselves a billboard. Stick it in the corner there. And now what we can effectively do is we can have one set of tables that will deal with, well, a specific item. I don't know, like the King Barbecue assembly. And we can have another set that maybe deal with an entirely different product. I don't know, the skis or something else. Or what we can do, for example, in the King Barbecue, right here, or in the case of the standard bicycle, no idea why we're looking at this, I could have the assembly of the bike part, these three assembly tasks done at the first sort of set of assembly tables, and then I could... And then I could have the final assembly done at the other tables. Also, can I chain billboards together? Is that a thing that I can do? I can't chain billboards together. Right, ditch that and then relink that. And also relink that. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I can't chain billboards together, but what I would do if I could chain billboards together, I would have like a set of 3 billboards chained together. So in my ideal setup, right? In my ideal setup, there would be a set of maybe 4 assembly tables over here, a set of maybe 4 assembly tables over here, and a set of, well, 6 or ideally 8 assembly tables over here. And then I would have this billboard chained to this billboard over here, and then that would be chained to that billboard. So what I could do is I could click on whatever billboard I wanted to sort of interrupt the process, and then I could just get it to all magically assemble, and it would all work. I don't know if that can or will work, but that would be my ideal setup. But obviously we can't do that, and that's not a problem at all. Okay, so I want to get this area set up properly configured, make it look like this, make it look actually decent. And also we need to get another storage area, a proper storage area. Okay, I also need to get these stupid robots off my books, because they are just dragging me down. They just take such a long time to make. They're just there forever. That's why I'm kind of glad that I've got a separate room. It's quite nice. But at the same time, boy oh boy. Robots, dude. Robots. I don't even know how I speed robots up. Like, how do I speed up the manufacture of robots? I don't even know. This export zone is going to need to get moved for now, because I have yet again changed the design philosophy of this little big factory. A little big workshop, whatever. Okay, and that goes over there. That moves in there. Great. This becomes a zone which will supply those tables. Great. That's very, very cool. So now we have an exclusive zone for these 4 tables, and we can also start using this as a separate sort of assembly area. Okay, I need to get this reconfigured. You know what? Maybe I just keep this as one big old room. Okay. Okay. And... Yep. Oh, come on. Somebody disassemble that table, please. One person to disassemble that table. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, wonderful. That moved over there. Let's move this over here. There we go. And you know what? We can even... That goes over there. We can even move this table right over here into the corner. Okay, now this seems like something special. I'm liking this. I'm liking this setup a heck of a lot. This is what an assembly hall should actually feel like. Okay. And now all we need to do is make sure that we've got enough assembly desks to fill this side of the hall. And then we need to make sure that all of the billboards are set up correctly, and then everything should just work. Honestly, everything should just work. Yeah. All right, great. Okay, have I got any idle people? I got a couple of idle people and a couple of idle workstations. Right. Cool. And the idle workstations are all entirely concerned with robot stuff. You know what? I think that we need to get a bespoke... I think we need to get a bespoke assembly hall specifically for robots. Like, I think we do what we've done over here, but instead of having just, you know, plain open storage zones, we just have a bunch of shelves in the center. I think that's what we're going to try and do. Okay. I think that would work. If we reconfigured this, maybe expand out to the border, maybe, just maybe, we can make things work. Okay, I'm 6th. My net worth is 312,000. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. It's not too bad at all. My finances, however, are looking dodgy. Looking very, very dodgy. They're just not in a good place at the moment. Not in a good place at all. Standard bicycle. Should I make a standard bicycle? Honestly, I should totally be making a standard bicycle because I need to be working on my relationship with my biceps and my bros. My biceps and my bros, both of them need attention in equal measure, I would say, actually. Okay, so let's sort of trial this system. So subassembly of this little bicycle section down here is going to be done by these tables. That's right. And then this assembly is going to be done by, hold on, there we go. That assembly is going to be done by these tables right over there, including final assembly. Perfect. I mean, ideally, we'd have like another group, so we could do this subassembly and this subassembly at different assembly station subsections, and then the final assembly could just be done by one single group. But that's okay. Look, it's fine. It's fine. Look, we're working on it. We need to build out our process. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. It's not gonna be a problem whatsoever. Okay, cool. Let's execute on that order. Let's give people something to do. Let's give people something to do. Let's give people something to do. Sure. Man, robots are just so... They are just intense. They are so intense. They really are. Also, we need to get a storage zone. I need an actual export zone. I think we maybe create a room over here. In fact, you know, that's exactly what we're going to do. This seems like a pretty bad decision to make in the circumstances that we're currently in, but I'll tell you why I'm going to do it. I want a very, very specific export room. Here we go. Demolish that. In fact, no, don't demolish that. Do not demolish that. Cancel that. That's a bad idea. That's not what I want to do at all. Okay. Literally that there. Cool. Door there. Grand. And a door... Well, what will be there. But I need to move... this over a little bit. Is that level? Sure. Stick that in over there. Get that moved, please. Yep. You know what the ideal situation is? Is where we have one worker for each and every workstation. That's the ideal situation. Okay, then the door is going to go right in over there. Let's get that ordered. It's only going to cost me, what, three grand? That's fine. And then this room is entirely going to be the export room. Doesn't leave much room for expansion for the break room, but that's okay. I'm not concerned. Workers' rights have always kind of really been at the bottom of the to-do pile. I would dare to say that perhaps that's not my top priority. Maybe it should be my top priority, but it's not my top priority. And the good news about creating an extra room, as ever, is that we don't need to worry at all about any happiness modifiers or anything like that. Because it's all just going to stay the same as. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay, hold on. Now, I'm thinking, if it is the regular scrubs, who, for example, yeah, so you are an operator, and you finished making whatever you were making, and then you run that through to the export area, and then you trip, because you're on camera. Of course you are. You're just a little bit of a show off, and now you've gone and done it. You've gone and thrown the barbecue out of the room. That takes talent. That takes talent and a good strong throwing arm. Anyway, what I'm thinking that we can maybe do is if we set up like zones at the ends of the desk. Yeah, so something like that. So a zone there. A zone. What are you? Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Thank you. Okay. That's okay there. Bring that in by 1. Nice. Bring that in by 1. Nice. And yeah, we'll sort of just see if this works. No guarantees that it will, obviously. But it just should theoretically mean that the workers are only going to have to run to the end of the desk in order to drop off whatever they need to drop off. There we go. Alright. Let's see if it works. Seems to be. There we go. Yeah, and then the haulers will sort of haul it somewhere else if it needs to go somewhere else. That's pretty darn good. Okay, great. Let's get these King barbecues taken away, shall we? And this is great because Steve is going to be able to assist with the unloading, which is grand. Okay, all right. This is happening. This is working. It's looking good. It's looking great. Very, very happy with this. Very, very happy with this. Okay. Apart from the fact that we're not making anywhere near enough money, that's a bit of a worry. But we're managing. We're managing to get by. I tell you what, these bicycles, we have absolutely stormed through these bicycles. The fact that we are storming through the bicycle manufacturing process suggests to me that we need some more challenges. Another King barbecue with unbelievably difficult different specifications. Let's just go back to the first plan and then maybe modify some of the issues. What do we need? We need to upgrade the style and upgrade the grillness. Right. How does one do that? Could someone please inform me? How does one upgrade the grillness? Is that even... I don't even know how you change the grillness modifier. Where does the grillness come from? Oh, it's from the assembly? It's from the hood? Alright, I mean... Let me see if I can just modify part of this process. Maybe to make things easier. No. Or maybe I can modify this part of the process. Ah, yes, I can modify this part of the process. Okay, I need a high grillness factor. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Perfect. Nice. Very, very good. Okay, now I need to increase style. Where do I want to increase style? Let's make it nice and bright blue. As ever. Classic. That can be linked to that there. Perfect. Cool. That's going to be delivered. Okay, so I just need to increase the style by 5. I mean, I could probably just get away with increasing a few of the different bits and bobs, making that style value slightly higher. That's not going to change. Style value is already as high as it can possibly be. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. I need to find an extra style point somewhere. I mean, I can change the process maybe. Aha! Alright, fine. Apparently adding a wooden handle will make things more stylish? Ah, who knew? Okay, we can just get away with the cheap wood, right? Cheap wood is perfect. Grand. And let's get that linked up. Also, I should probably move that thing over here. I don't really use the bandsaw, to be honest, do I? I don't think so. I think maybe I can get away with just getting rid of it. Okay, so do we want to have sort of a sub-assembly process over here with the King barbecue? I think that we actually do. So let's set up the 2 assembly points to assemble at the pre-station, and then the last station can be for complete and full assembly. All right, let's just roll with this then, I guess. Oh my goodness. That is... I didn't realize how much the materials would actually set me back. That's fine. All right, King barbecues look amazing, fantastic. I'm very, very glad that you like them. That is my factory level leveled up, which is grand. Means that I've got 3 more R&D points. And that will allow me to push the deadlines by 1 day if I want to. Alternatively, I could unlock direct marketing. 1 additional contract at the start of each new cycle. Honestly, that would be pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Delay transport. Delay all incoming transport by 24 hours with a cooldown of 10 days. All of these contract modifiers, as I take on more and more contracts in order to feed my hungry factory, will become more and more important. I think I want to get longer deadlines first. And so I'm going to do just that. Okay. Grand. King Barbecue is underway. That's perfect. A lot of stuff is going to need to change. Yeah, so we cannot be storing. We cannot at all be storing metal rolls over there. That's just not good practice. That is just not good practice, I'm afraid. In fact, I would go so far as to say that that is the opposite of good practice. That is bad practice. But at the end of the day, if it works, it works. It's only temporary storage anyway, so we don't need to worry about it too much. Let's get the standard bicycles done. Let's get the box bots done, for goodness sake. Please, let's get the box bots done. And then we'll think about robots. We'll think about redoing robots in an actually meaningful sense. Okay, let's bump that up as to priority 4. So I think that should mean that everyone will prioritize putting things over here. Aha! A robot. Lovely. Let's deliver those bicycles. I probably should have been a little bit more careful with regards to the bicycle assembly process. I suspect that we're going to have to manufacture quite a few bicycles for our good friend over at Bros and Biceps. Biceps and Bros. I can never remember which. He's all about the bros and all about the biceps. That's fine. Okay, wow, holy cow, the Boxbot. As it turns out, it's the best time to be in Boxbot supply and delivery at the moment. I mean, things are looking very, very good. As long as we can finish more bots this quarter. In fact, I dare say we should probably just ship off the ones that we have at the moment. There we go. Get 2 away. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm really not happy with this robot area. What winds me up is that mostly the stuff is just assembled on an assembly station. That's it. That's all you really need in order to be a robot manufacturer, apparently. It's literally as simple as that. Okay, 4 empty workstations, idle workstations. Everyone seems to be pretty content doing what they're doing. Pretty happy about that. That's looking pretty darn good. I think we might need a few more haulers. Haulers ideally should be taking stuff between these piles and this pile and or other piles. But if that's not happening at the moment, that's not a problem. Okay. Get this done. Sure. Get a few more robots away. I mean, don't get me wrong. Robots are ridiculously profitable. But we need to find a way to seamlessly ensure that we're manufacturing them as quickly as we possibly can, and we're not having issues like this where we just have a ridiculous amount of parts just lying around. And I mean, it just looks messy, doesn't it? Looks messy, it looks awful. Okay. On the off chance that we do manage to assemble one more before the end of the cycle, I'm gonna just keep my finger hovered over this area. No, we're not gonna assemble another robot before the end of the cycle. That's unfortunate. Okay, fine. Fine. Alright, King Barbecues, working very, very well. The problem with the robots, I think, is that we just don't have enough assembly stations. We just need more assembly stations, and then we're going to fix it. I know I'm chatting about robots a lot, but that's okay. Aha! Barbells. Nice. Let's get this sorted. This is what I'm talking about. Let's make this look super, super cool. Maybe I'm just going to go all in. All in on style points. Give me the highest style point value. Do I get bonus for... bonus money for making it look stylish? That's right. Gold dumbbells. I don't muck around. I don't muck around here, folks. Okay, get the metal extruded. Cool. Alright, this is going to be a very quick and easy process. And we'll skip straight to final assembly as well. Alright. I wish I could make more. I wish I could make more dumbbells. Oh my goodness. You know, I could just... So, okay, this is maybe a little bit ridiculous. So at the moment, the material cost is going to be 5 grand. If I was to reduce this to, I don't know, the lamest metals that I possibly can get away with, it'll only cost me 1 grand. I'm sorry, I'm not making a stylish barbell. That's just not happening. Anything that can be done on the cheap is just better. I'll take that any day of the week, honestly. Yes, please. Okay, but this is looking good. This is looking perfect. We do have a couple of idle workstations. A little bit of an irritation, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We're slowly but surely working on it. Okay. That repaired. Grand. I want to get a few more specializations, but I'm not really that bothered about it. I think that can probably wait until some point in the future when I'm not overly bothered about finances. What's going on? The dork shop line again. I wonder if that's part of his part of his process. He just calls up and calls me a dork and then just leaves. I don't know why he would do that. I don't know why he'd do it twice. It's very rude. I don't appreciate it. But what can you do? Alright, I need to probably try and make sure that I don't use lithium or linium or whatever the heck it's called. The gold stuff. I need to try and not use gold, because that is ridiculously expensive, as I have found out. Okay. Robots, come on, robots. We're so close to getting done. Robots, 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 robots. Oh, look at them all. Fantastic. We've got a great number of robots. They're all looking very, very smartly dressed. Well, they're not really dressed, are they? But you get the picture. Okay, 14,000. That's right. I will take that any day of the week. Challenges. I should probably be accepting as many challenges as I can possibly take on. I mean, Swikia. There's no real reason to take on the Swikia missions anymore, given that I've already completed, I mean, all of the missions, really. There we go. Cheap stuff. Oh, no. There we go. That's a bit better. Is that happy? Is that good? We're a little bit over stylized, but I mean that's no bad thing, is it? You can't have too much style. I mean, you can have not enough style for sure, but can you have too much? I don't think so. Okay. Let's get extruding all set to here. We do have quite a lot of extruding to be done, I must say. Sub-assembly will be done on these 4 desks. Final assembly, obviously done on the last 6. As ever. Whoa. And gluing can be done on our 2 dedicated glue stations. It's going to cost us 1,700 in materials. Nice, easy job. A nice, easy job. Fantastic. And let's also queue the box bots up for delivery. I've already done that. That's grand. I'm ahead of the curve. Okay, this needs to be a low priority delivery zone. I think I need to set this so we don't deliver to this area. But I want people to deliver to this area from their workstations, but I don't want them to deliver it from the pickup point. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see if that makes any difference. Who honestly knows? Okay. Nice. Okay, that did actually work. So this guy went right from the operator went right from the assembly station right to the pickup zone. And now you're going to pick it up from the pickup zone or the drop-off point, whatever, from this little zone right over here, and you're going to take it right through to the export zone. This is perfect. This is what I wanted to happen. This is great. I'm really happy with this. This is looking really, really impressive. And you know what? Actually, our finances have reflected the brand new efficiency that I seem to have found in the assembly room. Yeah. You know what? To celebrate, why don't we just go and get some more assembly stations? How about that? That sounds pretty darn good, doesn't it? This arcade machine needs to be moved over. Ugh. Let's get it over there. Sure. Let's get some more assembly stations, shall we? Let's rotate. And let's get some more workstations. Let's get this billboard moved as well. We don't actually need the arcade machine to be accessible, technically, I don't think. Okay, and that assembly station is not going to be able to fit in there. Bummer. No problem, though. Let's just get those 3 ordered. That's fine. Oh, what do you want? We just got the opportunity to collaborate with a famous furniture designer. We urgently need to create a set of prototypes for upcoming chair series. This is a relatively small order, but we need it done ASAP. Okay, I mean, I think that I can actually make this happen. The deadline gets pushed for all contracts, I believe. So let's try and do this. Yeah, let's totally try and do this. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Is the material all in place? The material is all in place. That's grand. Let's get this set up. I don't think any of the processes are super high in demand at the moment, i.e. I don't think we're going to be used. I don't think any other assembly is using the bending machine. But I could be wrong about that. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I could use the bandsaw. I could use the bandsaw, but I'm just going to use the... What is that? That's not a... What have I got it linked to? I can't even remember the name of the blooming machine. And then that can go... over there. Sure. Designer chair. Get that done. Let's get this prioritized as the highest priority event. If we don't, then we're going to have problems. I can just detect it. I can detect problems inbound. Okay. But apparently, we've not done anything yet. We've not done anything to rectify that, so here's hoping that it'll actually work. Let's get those bots sent off. There we go. Get them delivered. King Barbecue looks amazing. I'm delighted that you think that way. That's fantastic. All right. Brain slugs. Really? This is not a good time for brain slugs. I need to get the designer chairs up and running. This is actually quite a task. Right. I mean, you are just guilty as charged, my dude. Get out of here. All right, I'm pretty sure you're guilty as well. Nope. You're just unlucky. You are guilty. That's right. You're guilty. Who else? Who else? Brain slug affliction. It's you over there. Anyone else? Anyone else got a brain slug? Show your faces. I dare you. It was you. Yep, that's right. What about a brain slug infection over here? There must be one. No. Nobody? Nothing. I don't see nothing. Oh. I think you might. Nope. Then you might. Nope. Okay. Just unlucky, I guess. That was a you. There we go. I can see it on your noggin. I can see it on your head, my dude. Okay, I think maybe you. Nope. No. It's definitely someone who's working over here. And I don't see it. I don't see the culprit. Oh, it's there's another bit of juice over there, a bit of brain juice. Oh, it's a hauler. There we go. All right, 7 grand. Don't mind if I do. That's pretty darn good. Designer chair. Looks like we're actually making some pretty decent progress on that. That's pretty darn good. Okay. Hopefully, we're going to be able to assemble the table. Hopefully, we're going to be able to assemble the chairs in time. The designer chair is the next in the assembly process, which is grand. Let's get that done. Okay, I want to try and push the deadline as well, but I don't know if I actually can. I thought I could. I thought I increased the deadlines by a day. Hold on. Work on your negotiation skills. Increase all deadlines towards clients by 1 day. Maybe that doesn't count for, like, special event deadlines. If so, if that is indeed the case, I maybe should have gotten the other R&D thingamajigger. This thing, delay transport, delay all incoming transport by 24 hours with a cooldown of 10 days. That maybe would have been the best bet. But apparently now we're just gonna have to stick with it, and we're just gonna have to hope. We're just gonna have to hope that it's literally just the final assembly process that is the problem. And I tell you what, we can also artificially extend the deadline. I'm not going to deliver the barbells quite yet. I'm going to wait until the very last moment. There we go. And then I'm going to set the barbells to be picked up right now. I'm going to reduce the number of workers assigned to 0. And so by the time someone comes to pick up the designer chair, I'm certainly hoping that we're going to be finished building them all. I'm almost certain that we're not going to be able to, though, as it is such a tight timescale. It is such a tight timescale. Okay. Come on. Make these chairs. Make these chairs. Quickly. I can only put Swikia off for so long. Okay. Assign more workers. Assign more workers. They're unhappy with me. Oh, no! Alright, fine. Some barbells didn't get delivered. It happens. Don't you hate it when that happens? Okay. Reduce the workers to, like, 1. Sure. I don't think that we're going to assemble many more chairs. I think that we need to get the delay... Yeah. I think that we need to get the delay transmission thingamabobber. The delay transportation upgrade. That's what we need. Okay, the market for designer chairs is apparently empty. That sucks to be me, I guess. Well, let's get those chairs assembled. There's no reason not to assemble them. Robots are finally almost finished. As is always the issue with robots. Okay, adjustable tables done. Sure, barbecue wagon. Do we need to get it? The grilliness needs to be increased by 1 from our current setup. Yeah, I mean, I probably could cut corners a little bit if I started with a brand new design, but I don't think that that's really required. What affects the grilliness? I'm pretty sure it's just the hood, isn't it? Yeah, so can I change this bit? There we go. Let's get that. Grand. Nice cheap metal. It just needs to be cheap. Yeah. Alright, and I think that that is all set up already, in fact. Alright, cool. Let's execute on that. Let's get that all sorted. Let's get some more barbecue wagons. Alright, cool. Okay, I should probably equip more workers to this loading area. It does seem like a little bit of bad faith to not put as many workers on as I possibly can. There we go. Alright, and let's ship off as many box bots as we can. 16 grand worth of product. That's not too shabby if I do say so myself. I do want to pick up this barrel bot product. I want to absolutely make these robots for this guy. But I want to do it with a brand new robot assembly room. That's what I want to do, and I need to clear my current robots off the table first. Okay, market is just refreshed. I'm going to have a look at the challenges in just a second. See what the situation is, but I really want to get rid of these robots. Also, man oh man oh man, how am I so ridiculously wealthy? I don't even feel like we've been doing particularly well this episode, but apparently, things have just been great. Never better, apparently. Okay, let's queue up an expansion to the robot assembly room. Sure, don't mind me. I will put in a door. Will I put in a door? I don't think I will put in a door. Let's immediately go back on what I just said and instead just get a bulldozer tool and bulldoze that entire wall. Let's get that all ordered and let's see what happens. I'm third. Okay, my net worth is still significantly off Nemesis Inc. That's upsetting. Deeply upsetting. The market is still empty for designer chairs. That is also even more upsetting. Let's have a look at challenges. Okay, hoverboard for mozzarella. Let's actually do this because we do need to try and work on other clients. Is that it? That's a pretty easy hoverboard contract, isn't it? That seems a little bit too easy, in fact. All right, well, we'll get it set up. I suppose there are 56 bits of individual smelting to be done, but no matter. I'm sure we'll be fine. Okay, weld, great, wood bending, grand, and assembly. We can do it at that station right there. Cool, let's get it all ordered. Also, we need to we need to get another billboard. Another billboard, another billboard. Let's get it set up right over there. Cool. And this billboard will control, at the moment, these 3 assembly stations. Although I'm thinking of changing it so that it's 1, 2, 3, 4 assembly stations. And then we just reduce the number of assembly stations on this billboard to 5. Sort of so we make it a little bit easier to see. It's a bit easier to conceptualize if you've got sort of 2 halves. And then a 3rd extra section over there. Yeah, I think that that's maybe what we'll do. Yeah. Okay. Why am I not finishing with the designer chairs? There we go. I'm going to wait until they come on the market. Same with skis. Are skis on the market yet? No. Skis are not, and neither is anything else. Okay. Do I have a plan at the moment for a King Barbecue? I do indeed. That's going to cost me a heck of a lot. Can I reduce the grilliness of this barbecue a little bit? Maybe I can just make a second plan. I think I should actually. Let's make a plan. Let's make a plan. Let's make it plan 3. And let's try and reduce the grilliness a little bit, because I know for a fact that, yeah, if we change that metal, that's immediately going to lower the cost by 3 grand. But the grilliness specifically comes from the handle. I mean, we could change the handle around a little bit. Could change the handle around, make it a wooden handle. That would reduce the price a smidge. That'd be good. And we can also reduce the grilliness by 1 more if needed, although we don't really need to do that. Sure. I take it back. Maybe we can't reduce the grilliness. No, I don't think we can reduce the grilliness anymore. Not without lowering the style. Unless... Ah! I found a way around, and this is the absolute cheapest. This is the absolute cheapest that we can possibly make it. Yeah, all right, I'll take this. This is looking good. This is looking really, really good. I think that this is honestly how we're going to make more and more of our money going forward, is like seeking out these tiny little optimizations that we can make to a specific recipe, maybe cloning a plan, creating a brand new recipe, having a couple of recipes in the back of the book so that we can draw upon them whenever they are needed. How am I doing for box bots? Box bots... Deliver a few more. How am I doing over here? Great. I'm doing pretty good over here. This is looking pretty nice. Okay. I have a very specific idea of how I want to make this room work. So, first things first. I'm going to keep this storage zone, but I'm just going to reduce it massively. And box bots are now finally done. Great. Let's get that last single one delivered. And then what I want to do is I want to get the assembly stations set up in exactly the way that I envision that it will work. Okay, again, I'm not entirely sure if it will work, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, so flip this round. And what I would like here is to have the assembly stations on the outside. Now, this is kind of like the opposite of what we tried to do over here. Over here, the focus is the assembly station, and the storage is almost certainly never ever going to be full unless we've got like 6 different orders on at one specific time. However, for robots, it's the complete opposite. What we want is to focus on the storage as opposed to focusing on the assembly stations themselves. So let's get this moved out there. I can't do that apparently until we get these 2 stations moved. Let's get that zone shrunk down for a little bit. Let's get these large shelves disassembled. Grand. And let's get this shrunk down as well. Perfect. Okay, so assembly station, assembly station, assembly station. Grand. Now, I have 2 ideas. And I think that I might just be able to make both of them work in conjunction with each other. So, assembly stations, they're grand. Let's try and make some more assembly stations. I want to try and make... that one's off, I know. There we go. Move you back just a smidgen. Of course, you don't want to move back just a smidgen, do you? You just... What? You're just not going to work for whatever reason. Right, let's just ditch you then. Sure. That goes there. Grand. And let's get another assembly station right over there. Okay, cool. So, I mean, this is going to be ludicrously expensive, as ever. Is anything that I do anymore cheap? I don't think so. Okay. Now, so, this should work. How big are we talking over there? We've got an assembly station plus three extra tiles. Ugh, so I need to move this over by like 1? Is that gonna be even? Plus 3 extra tiles. No. It's not gonna be even. Okay, so this is just a logical fallacy apparently. We're never gonna have a totally even setup. But this is good enough for now, and I think it'll actually totally suffice for what we need. What I want to do is I want to get large shelves in the middle here. Now I was kind of hoping that I would have enough space in this room to make it work. I actually think that I will. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have shelves set up like so, back to back there, just like that, and they're going to be accessible, most importantly, by both sides. So there we go, there we go, there we go, and there we go. So all of the shelves are going to be accessible by all of the assembly stations in the middle and all of the assembly stations on the periphery. Yeah, now this obviously isn't the ideal setup, because in an ideal setup I would have enough space to put little zones down here where the assemblers can just drop their product off, just regular zones, but I'm not going to be able to do that for this line. I don't think that that's necessarily a super big problem. I think I just want to do what I can at the moment with the space that I've got, and I think doing this is pretty darn close to what I want to achieve. So let's get that down there, and we'll start planning out all of the zones properly. Cool. And similar to the assembly station setup over here, I want to have 2 billboards. In fact, I could actually have 4 different billboards. 4 different billboards, each to control a different part of the process. In fact, I think I might actually try that. So this is going to be a little bit of a novel approach. Right. 4 different billboards. And I'm making sure that each of them is going to be imminently visible. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is going to deal with those 3. That is going to deal with those 3. That one's going to... etc. You get the point. It's pretty darn simple. Okay, ditch that. That billboard as well, I think, is going to be sold. If I sell it, it's not going to give me any more problems. Okay, cool. And then, most importantly, we're going to get the zoning done right. So, I need 2 zones. There we go. And that needs to be slightly wider, I think. Yes. No. It doesn't need to be slightly wider. That is perfect. That is exactly the zone size that I want. And it's going to supply workstations. Yep. That one there. That one there. That one there. And that one there. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. This billboard is going to be linked to that there, and that there. This billboard is going to be linked to that one there, and that one there. And why did I do that? I just need to link to that there and that there. That's that is what I should have done in the first place, but that's okay. It worked out in a roundabout way, I guess. Okay, let's get a second zone down over here. This is, of course, going to be the zone that we use to supply that billboard and that billboard. And then this billboard is going to be in control of those 3 workstations. That billboard is going to be in control of those 3 workstations. Grand. Okay, so this is pretty darn close to what I envisioned. I'm actually surprised. I'm a little bit irritated that I wasn't able to get the exact size needed in order to make everything work as smoothly as possible. But I mean, it's a small price to pay for how it looks at the moment. I'm actually really quite happy with this. I mean, it did cost me an arm and a leg. And all of my left teeth. Whoops. There we go. Let's get this tightened up a little bit. Other way. And that I can barely see because that annoying plant, but that's fine. Let's get that in there. Okay, this is the robot assembly room. Oh my goodness, this is actually feeling quite professional. It feels good. It looks good, actually. Yeah, this is real nice. Okay, I got a lot of large shelves still just chilling around here. Let's open that back up, make it a little bit larger, just in case that is required. And let's put it through its paces, shall we? Let's take on a contract. Let's take on a robot contract. I have no idea how confident I am that this is going to get completed. In fact, I'm almost certain that it's not going to get completed. Probably not to his specific time frame, but that's okay. That is totally fine. Let's give it a bash. Okay, first of all, we need to make sure that all of the regular boring bits and bobs are just set up to go where they need to go. I'm not super worried about any of the wood cutting process or anything like that. Molding, none of that nonsense. I mean, for metalworking, for woodworking, we're all fine. It's just the assembly process really that is the big deal. And in fact, let's plan out all of the other stuff first. Let's plan out all of our metal extrusions. Let's plan out all of our bending. Let's plan out all of our metal sheet rolling or sheet metal molding or whatever the heck it's called. Let's just get it all. Let's get it all sorted. Okay, welding, great. Lathing. Yep. All right. Extruding, or whatever the heck that process is called. Okay, now we've got pretty much what we're after. I could batch this, but I don't think I actually want to batch it. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to divide the assembly tasks into 4 basically, and I should do it based on the number of components needed to be assembled. So for example, I'm pretty sure that because this assembly process is so large, in fact, no, this assembly process is so large, it deserves its own process, whereas that is a reasonably small assembly process. It only has 6 things to assemble, so we can sort of stack it up. Okay, so that is going to be assembled there. Sure. That can be assembled there. And then that can be assembled there as well. So that's that side of things taken care of. This section, let's take care of that over there. And then this section, we can take care of over here. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not perfect, and if we had a slightly larger assembly hall, we would probably do things slightly differently. But at the moment, I think it should actually work. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if it happens. Let's see if it works. If it does, I'm gonna be absolutely delighted. We've got loads and loads of idle workstations. Honestly, to be expected, but whatever. Also, what I wanted to do is I wanted to get another zone. Just a very small zone, actually. That is probably totally fine. And I literally just want to link it to the robot testing station. So this is the zone that we're going to finish. We're going to put robots pre-test. Yep, we should be totally grand. All right, this is looking good. We're actually working on our client relations. As you can see, bros and biceps and bros, actually, think I'm pretty darn good. I mean, I'm only on level 1, but I'm making my way up that greasy pole. Yeah, in fact, all of these guys. We're making good progress, actually. We're making very, very good progress. I'm pretty darn happy with where things are at the moment. And you know what? I think that that's a pretty good place to wrap things up. As ever, thanks go to my generous Patreons who make videos like this possible. Thank you very much for the support. It is greatly appreciated. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching this this here episode, a little big workshop. My name, of course, has been Over the Potato. I'll see you next time. Bye.